The process of having, thousands of people be like, fuck you, and you're evil. It hurts. It hurts, and I felt super bad, and I journaled a lot about it. Sorry, I just got out of the shower. I journaled a lot about it, and I was like, what does this really mean? Why did I do this? Why am I an asshole? What's wrong with me? And that's fair. I think people have the right to be upset. But I don't think I have any responsibility to respond to it, and if there are consequences for my actions, so be it.
Listen, I am a for YouTube drama. I enjoy it. It's entertainment to me. And I don't feel guilty about it. Creators getting canceled, having falls from grace, that is entertainment to us for the same reasons that the Colosseums were entertainment. We just enjoy seeing individuals going through a rough time. And we feel better about it if it seems like they've brought it upon themselves. But I usually only ever want to touch on something if I feel like I have some particular thoughts that I haven't seen already shared about a subject. I don't really have an interest in being like a drama of the week type person here. So that's why about a month ago, I didn't touch on this situation involving a YouTuber named Konstnar. So just to breeze through this really quickly, if anyone isn't familiar with what happened, pretty big YouTuber, hadn't made a video in a little while, came out with an announcement of a pregnancy.
I'm good, guys. I'm actually so good. I want to have a kid. I just don't think I can have a fucking kid right now.
But oh, surprise, the pregnancy was fake. And then she made a clickbait title implying that she had had a miscarriage, in which she revealed that the pregnancy was in fact a fraud. And all of this was a big publicity stunt to push her Patreon.
I lied about being pregnant as a joke. This entire stunt has been an advertisement for my Patreon. When you're a content creator, the line between entertainment and reality is very blurred. Your audience will become very attached to an abstraction of yourself. And the odd thing is that this connection can become very personally meaningful to the viewers, whilst not being personally meaningful.
Blah, 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 yeah. So when this all went down about a month ago, everybody was shitting on her because she was making light of something that's a traumatic experience for a lot of people. When Big Daddy Critical feels it's time for him to weigh in, often you fucked up in some way or another. I didn't really care. Here's the thing. The actual crime wasn't that it was insensitive. It was just not funny or particularly clever. And it took itself seriously. Like this whole philosophical monologue about the parasocial implications of blah, 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 modern day, whatever. It just doesn't track. But like, I don't know, what am I gonna be like mad about that? It doesn't, like, who cares? Sam Hyde made an explicit death threat on Hassan Piker, and people thought that shit was hilarious.
Hassan Piker, I'm coming to kill you in Los Angeles at your house. Or in the ring. No, in real life.
People do questionable things in the name of comedy constantly, and they get away with it. The reason she didn't get away with it was it just wasn't funny or clever. It just wasn't. Maybe if I had had experiences with miscarriages in my life, I would have a different perspective. But people are trying to make jokes about very sensitive subjects all the time. People seek out that type of entertainment. Okay, I hope I got through that quick enough. That was kind of my thoughts when this first went down. But over on her Patreon, apparently she's coping a little bit right now. And I came across this video of her sharing her thoughts about it. The original video is paywalled behind Patreon, so all I've been exposed to is the stuff shared by this YouTuber, Mr. Troll. I will link his original video in the description. Anyway, point is, this Caroline person seems to be falling apart a little bit right now.
You may be wondering how I feel about all the backlash which I have received regarding my video. And clearly a lot of people are upset for reasons that are completely valid. Then there are people that are upset for reasons that aren't not technically valid because they misunderstood the point of the video.
Okay, people just didn't understand. People just didn't understand what a profound statement I was making. This is incredibly dubious to me, but I'll get into that in a second.
The implications of a person being able to put on a song and dance on social media and have it be really emotionally provocative to the extent that an audience would empathize with the character that they see on the screen. and believe that it's real, because there is this expectation that what you're watching on social media is real, and that if that person, this character that's sharing their false reality, has a call to action and asks you in the audience to do something about it, that you do something. That to me is fucking wild. That to me is why being a YouTuber has been so bizarre, because to me YouTube looks like a big propaganda machine.
I lied to you guys and you believed me. Isn't that crazy? It's so profound if you fake video evidence and tell people who support you a lie that they'll believe you. How is this a profound statement? Like, did a part of you think that you would put out a video about you being pregnant and people would be like, what the fuck? I refuse to believe this shit. Why would anybody have a reason to doubt? Okay.
Your phone, your social media is regulating your mood. For a lot of people, it regulates your mood. And beyond that, it shapes your perception of reality. It tells you what is socially appropriate, what is not socially appropriate. It triggers you and then it consoles you. It is a little magical box with all of this power to curate and manage how you exist in society. And I think it's really cool. I think from that perspective, the phone, as much as that kind of sounds a little frightening, the phone is a really cool thing. Social media is a really cool thing. It's like one of the best tools of governance that's ever been invented, because now we can govern people without them knowing at all. Without them knowing how. We can govern people's fundamental perception of reality and themselves without them knowing at all. And that is beautiful. That is so fucking interesting and so cool and so evil. This call to action in that second video is intentionally tasteless and transparent, because I just want to illustrate the insanity of all of this. That the first video can feel so real, so compelling, so emotionally manipulative, and then the call to action at the end of the day is just heartless and shameless and for somebody else's bottom line. I love it. As an artist, I just want to poke around. See what happens.
You might say what I did was a little questionable, a little evil. Fools. You fell right into my trap. I could not have planned this better.
Yeah, I did something that was insensitive, and I did something that was intentionally provocative. So, I was asking for it. But still, the process of having thousands of people be like, fuck you, and you're evil. It hurts. It hurts, and I felt super bad, and I journaled a lot about it. I just got out of the shower. I journaled a lot about it, and I was like, what does this really mean? Why did I do this? Why am I an asshole? What's wrong with me? And I felt so bad.
Oh no! I got exactly the reaction I was hoping for! Oh fuck! Me when my provocative humor provokes people.
I don't care. And who knows, in the future, maybe it will occur to me that having some kind of explanation or having some kind of apology is worthwhile, is valuable, but for now I'm like...
She doesn't know what she thinks. Yeah, I'm provocative. Get used to it. I don't care. But also in the future, I might realize I'm wrong about this. In fact, I'm starting to suspect that's a likely outcome.
And that's fair. I think people have the right to be upset. But I don't think I have any responsibility to respond to it. And if there are consequences for my actions, so be it.
You pulled a stupid publicity stunt to draw attention to your channel. People do that all the time. Just say you did that. And I think a lot less people would be mad about it. You seeming like you're trying to snake your way out of the heat in some weird sort of philosophical anime arc is it's exasperating the heat. And it also just doesn't make sense. Like, just say you pulled a stunt to draw attention to your Patreon and your channel. Fuck you guys. Gotcha. All right, done. I'm not mad about that. Just own that and we can all wash our hands of this. People really don't like feeling like you're gaslighting them. And I don't think you're trying to gaslight people, but that's what you're doing. I think your brain thinks what you're saying, but also what you're saying makes no sense. It was just kind of a stupid joke. It's not that serious. I don't think it's that serious. There's always going to be people on Twitter who think it's like the end of the world if you make an off-color joke or something. But who cares? That's what I think. Anyway, thanks guys. Stick around for next week's video where I tell you all that I have debilitating testicular cancer and it's gonna ruin my life.